so I think I got my first camera very early, so maybe I was 9. I think we came from Brazil to a trip in the US, and I got a camera to photograph it. So I started behind the camera very early, and I think it coincided with that beginning that I was very curious, and it's a very immediate medium, so you can capture things very quickly as opposed to other mediums. Another part of why I chose photography is that I think I have a lot of ideas and I play with things conceptually, but I'm not very good with my hands. I can't do fine things like all the painters can do, which is amazing. But I can play with light and play with what is already there. So I think photography suits my abilities very well. Yes, so this is a portrait of Mickey, and it's part of a series. She was one of my students in photography, and I had been working and thinking about portraiture and photography of people for a couple of years. I think we have for a long time been bombarded with pictures of celebrities and people in magazines and billboards, but I think now with social media that is also happening with people we know. So there's a lot of people we know that we kind of see more pictures of them than actually seeing them. So I think for the last 3-4 years I've been very fixated on the idea of representations of people versus people, and so I did a series of my photography students with pictures of themselves. There are more of these, but we took these inner pictures that she's holding at different occasions, and then you know, each time she would have like different clothing and different positions, but she always has sort of her picture face. And I wanted the picture face to be the one that faces us, because I think that's what's happening a lot today. We see pictures of people rather than seeing them, and her carrying that everywhere. So that's kind of the idea behind this piece. Right. So with this idea of our relationships with pictures of ourselves and pictures of others, I think the question is more complex with women. I think if you watch any movies or magazines, the women always have to be beautiful. You know, I think regular people are beautiful, but in the magazines and in the movies, they're all, you know, the type of person that everyone agrees that they would describe that person as beautiful. And I don't think that's true of men. You know, men can be valued a lot of times by other qualities. So I think with women, with this matter of having pictures of themselves and Facebook and everything as being represented by pictures, there's more weight placed on the pictures, because there's so much pressure for women to look good. So I think that the question becomes more interesting. I'm also interested in photographing men, but I think I'm naturally drawn to photographing women. Yes. So I've been working on a couple of different things. One is that this portrait work took me into double exposures, which sort of went in its own offshoot. So I'm working a lot of double exposures of people and materials that they use, just to sort of explore different sides of portraiture. And I'm also working now with pictures of mannequins. So I've done a lot of pictures of women with makeup, without makeup, and doing that sort of celebrity look versus just, you know, sitting around and being more themselves. And I started noticing the mannequins, and the mannequins that we see in stores and everything. It's kind of what we want women to be, not me, but people. So the perfect skin and like sort of no expression. So I've been photographing those, and I think it tells a lot about what we sort of want people to be.